Hi guys, it's Andrea here with Create Your Future. In today's video, I want to share with you a client success story. Before I start to do that, I want to let you know that Create Your Future is giving away a free course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything what you want fast. You will find the link in the descriptions below. Also, if you would like to work with me on one-on-one coaching, you will find the link in the descriptions below. So I would like to start and share with you my client success story and how important it is to accept your situation as it is at that moment and to move forward from that point on. So I have my client, and she was very sad, obviously sad, when her SP broke up with her, and she was trying to find an answer. What did she do wrong? What happened? Why all this is happening? She was such a good girlfriend. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't understand. Like probably many of us went down on that road. I was the same as well many years back, and she decided to get some coaching, and she was pretty familiar with the everyone is you pushed out, meaning she was familiar with the mental diet. She was doing lots of affirmations, and still nothing changed, and she didn't understand what is happening. So I start to listen to her story, and then I asked her to describe her day-to-day routine, and then I asked her to tell me what is her thoughts about her relationship with her SP. When she has the inner conversations with him on daily basis, is she still angry? Is she still upset? If she still wants to find and justify the situation, why is that happened to her, or she already accept the situation as it is. And she was telling me, oh, okay, but Andrea, how can I accept the situation that was so unfair, and I don't understand why is that happening with me, because I'm such a great person, I was such a great girlfriend. And I told her, okay, that's irrelevant at this moment. We have to deal with what it is. And I told her, it is what it is, and there is nothing more to it. Accept it and let it go. Let it go of what happened. Let it go of the hurt, of the pain, because all that, they are her creation, and it's already happened in the past. It's already gone, and the sooner she accepts that there is nothing more to it, the sooner she will be able to move forward in a better way. So I told her that it would be great if she can calm her nervous system down, put herself in a neutral spot, and that's why I always told her, every time the pain or the anger comes, just tell yourself, it is what it is, but there is nothing more to it, and from this moment forward, I know how to create a better outcome in this relationship. So we start working on that, and we start creating. She had an affirmation list, what she did constantly, and she was affirming, scripting, doing what it was working for her. And I always ask her, okay, we have to stop here for a minute, and we have to understand that why is the reason that you want him back. Do you want him back because you do love him, or you want him back because you are lost without him? You are not finding your peace without him. And then she didn't really understand in the beginning, but she was telling me, no, that's mine, I want him back, I want what we have. And she was affirming. So I don't want to go into a long story, but yes, she was doing the affirmation, and I can tell you guys that she did get her SP back. But for some reason, somehow, it never lasted for a long time. A few months passed, and he was gone again. The more time he left, the more she became anxious and more upset, and she was all over the place, until we start talking about that. And I told her, maybe it is a bit unusual for you, this question, but sit down and be honest with yourself. How do you feel when you are around him? Not when you try to get him back, because you see, when you have your SP and you are together, if you have problems with your self-concept in love, if somehow deep inside in your subconscious you are having a program running that you are not good enough or you are not chosen, sooner or later it's gonna be the SP who will trigger that points out of you, because you have emotion attached to this person, to the outcome, to the imagination, what you attach to this person. Because again, it's not that we are missing that person, we are actually missing the story, we are missing the outcome, the imagination, what we are creating in our world. That's what we are missing. We are not missing the person. We attach all that stories and imagination, we are attaching to this specific person, and then we think that if he is not around, we will never be able to have all those things. But that's not true. We can have that one, but every time you separate from your specific person, I told my client too, you have to understand one thing. Affirming, it will work. But you have to go deeper than that and to understand every time when he comes back or you have him back, you have to have a different kind of relationship with him, with the same person. You have to change something, because if you're gonna do the same thing what you always did, it would be insane to think that we're gonna have a different outcome. Sooner or later, it's gonna evaporate. You're gonna be back at the ground zero again, right? Because if it's nothing changing, there is no way you can have a different kind of outcome. So just so be clear here, when you are not with the SP, you already changing, because you change something in yourself. You start affirming or scripting that all the affirmation, they are so powerful, telling yourself that you are good enough, you deserve this, he's thinking of you, he wants you, because there is no one better than you, there is no any other relationship that it's better for him, it's you the one. So if you just look at the affirmation, you can understand that you are creating a picture, a belief in yourself, in your in your subconscious mind that you are the number one, you are the best, you are excellent. But as soon as you get back with him, because you are changing and he comes back because your energy it's pulling him back, but you change the energy when you are not with him. You understand? You change that because you are confirming that you are absolutely amazing, so your energy is changing. You pull him back, but as soon as he is back in your life and you have a trigger what you don't like, for example, he's not calling you at a certain time when you are usually accustomed that he's gonna call, or he just wants to go out with his friends, or maybe he just wants to spend the weekend by himself. Your mind will take you back in the past and it's gonna look for reasons to justify your fear if you are not healing that fear inside of you, or you are not rewiring your beliefs. Your mind is gonna look for those triggering fears and it's gonna justify you that you see nothing changed, he's the same, it's not worth it because you are not good enough for him, he has more important things to do than be with you. And what my client realized, and I told her that sit down and be honest with yourself. If he gives you everything what you want, do you sit down and you appreciate his presence? Are you grateful to have him in your life? Or you are already looking for the next thing what it needs to be checked off from your list? Because in your mind there is a list running through that, oh, he needs to be nice, he needs to do this, he needs to do that, he needs to take me out every weekend, he needs to buy me gifts, he needs to spoil me, he needs to spend time with me. It's nothing wrong to have that list, but every time when something is getting off that list, are you constantly just focusing on getting a check mark beside, or you are actually sitting down and you are enjoying the process, you are enjoying the relationship, you are enjoying that, oh, look, in the past something unpleasant happened, but look at today, we spent so much more time together, he is so nice, actually he is appreciating my presence, he appreciates the effort, not the effort, he appreciates my time, my contribution to this relationship, you see? Or you're gonna go and you're gonna attack him in your mind that, oh, he wants to go out with his friends, what, am I not good enough for him, or am I not doing enough? Why his friends? I should be the number one, I should be chosen. Or maybe not the friends, maybe he wants to spend time with his family, maybe he has kids from a previous marriage and he wants to spend time with his kids without you, but you already know that that's her circumstance, that he already has kids, and sometimes it's totally normal and it's totally healthy for him to spend time even with his friends or family, and you don't need to be all the time there and present, because everybody needs their time on their own, not that they are doing something wrong. You shouldn't even assume that they are doing something wrong, or that you shouldn't even assume that you are not good enough or not important for him. You should automatically assume that okay, he's gonna go do those things without me, which is totally fine. It gives me time to spend on myself, it gives me time to do all those things I cannot do when he is around. You see, when you change things around and you are very open-minded with yourself and understand all these things, then the dynamic of the relationship is changing, because you are changing, your energy is better, your story, your assumption from the outcome, and this is very, very big, as Neville said, it's the assumption what you attach to those things, the meaning you attach to these things, that's gonna cause you either heaven or hell. You are causing your own heaven or your own hell with your thoughts. So it's I encourage my client to be very, very honest about all these things. I'm sorry guys, this sun, it's a bit strong, so I'm gonna start to sit like that. The sun, it's coming, it's going down actually. It's around 7 p.m. where I am right now when I do this video. So going back to that, to my client, when she started to so just so be clear, she did this breaking up, affirming, getting him back, breaking up, affirming, getting him back. She did this 6 times until she finally got tired of it, and she said, Andrea, I want long-lasting results. I want him to stay. I want a stable, committed relationship with him. But the commitment from SP was there. She just couldn't see it because her focus was always on the what I don't have, what I don't get. It was never on being grateful or on what I already had from him, which I didn't have before. She didn't even spend time to sit down and be grateful for what she achieved. She was just thinking that she's entitled to these things. She's entitled to have that commitment, that attention from him. It was more like a command. She didn't feel the happiness, the gratefulness. It was very robotic. So robotic affirmations will always work again and again and again. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna work. But in order to have your SP back, or to build a long-lasting relationship, I am a firm believer that if something was not working in the past, something needs to change. Your perspective needs to be open and look at things from the other way, because when you start to look at things from a different perspective, the things you are looking, they're gonna change. So when you have a change, you can do it and create a better outcome. Mental diet, right guys? And yes, so finally when she realized that big secret, and she said, oh, it's not a secret, but for her it was a mystery, it was a secret for her. When she realized that, okay, I'm gonna just slow down, I'm gonna be grateful for every moment I have with him. I'm gonna, even if old thoughts from the past are coming back and it's starting to trigger me, I'm gonna take a few deep breaths before I react. And I'm not gonna react, I am going to create. I am going to create the situation and the outcome I want to have, and the situation I deserve. I am not gonna react and have a very unpleasant outcome, having a fight again or a misunderstanding. And I am happy to share with you that when she started to implement all these things in her relationship, It's been a longer time now. They are back together, and the whole dynamic of the relationship changed. They are really, really happy together. Their relationship flourished in so many ways. Wedding is coming up shortly, and I want to encourage you guys that does not matter what are the circumstances right now. It is what it is, and there is nothing more to it. Accept what it is right now. Know that there is your creation with your perspectives from the past. Take a deep breath, calm yourself down, and start to create with your new story, with your mental diet, your desired life. Thank you guys. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.